Tang gang, what's poppin', man? This your boy Tay, back at y'all again. And I had a few subscribers hit me up, and they wanted to know how did I become so wise, and how to become more spiritually enlightened, on your journey. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get into this. First thing I want to tell y'all, or show y'all, or give y'all is these vibrations, man, because one thing about my videos, I always like to spread the good energy. I think that's very important, is spreading good energy. I think that's very important, spreading those good vibes, because when you guys finish watching this video, I want y'all to feel good. I want y'all to feel inspired, motivated, and ready to tackle the day, ready to better yourself. So, I just want to give y'all these good vibrations. But to get into it, we all know that we have our own life path. We all have our own journey in life, right? No one has the same experience. You can't put two people together that has the same exact experience in this life, right? Out of billions of people. So that right there already tells you that you're unique, that you're special, because we all are different. We all have a different life experience. We all have our own story to tell. You feel me? So with that being said, your spiritual enlightenment comes from your own journey. It's going to come from you. And then you gain that wisdom from your own mistakes. There's no better teacher than experience. And you gain wisdom from experience in life, making mistakes and learning from those mistakes. There's an old saying, in order for you to be wise, you got to be a fool first, right? In order for you to be wise, you got to be a fool first. Now, I'm not telling y'all to go out there and be a fool, especially for you young guys, so don't misinterpret that. But what I mean by that is, you got to go out and live life. You young guys, some of you guys 16, 17, 18, you still got a lot of life to live. You haven't really experienced anything, so you're not going to be, the best version of yourself right now. It's a constant, battle. It's a constant level up. You feel me? You got to live life. You can't be afraid to make mistakes. You can't be afraid to make mistakes. I'm 32, so I've lived life a little bit. I've done things. I've traveled. I've experienced life. I've made mistakes. I've done all these things. So through all that, I found myself. I started learning who I was, correcting myself. Being divine and being righteous is not about being perfect. Too many times we get that misunderstood of you got to be this perfect being that does no wrong. I make mistakes still. We all make mistakes. That's why we're here. Perfection isn't perfection. Perfection is imperfection. Perfection is an auto-correcting system. You learning from your mistakes. You making mistakes, you learn from it, you grow from it, and you become better. You become a better person from that. That's what perfection is. You gonna make mistakes. That's just life. But are you learning? Are you growing from those mistakes? That's where the wisdom comes from. Trust me, I done made plenty of mistakes. Dog, I done made plenty of mistakes. You know what I'm saying? The person that I am today, I've been there, man. I've been a knucklehead. I've been a fool. But I grew up. I learned from it. Also, your enlightenment. That's where your enlightenment comes from, is your own experience. You looking back through your past and you seeing all the things you went through, all the adversity that you've been through. You take the good, you leave the bad, and you move on. Enlightened. You got information inside of you, right? That's what your past is for. Your past memories are for you to go back, and readjust some things, right? Learn from your mistakes, learn from your past. Just like when I played football, we used to watch films. After a game, the next day we would watch films. Coach would go through the plays, go through the film, and we would see our mistakes, see what we did wrong, see what we did right, jot down that information, record that information, And then next week we go into practice and we moving on. We taking what we did good, leaving the bad. Same thing you do with yourself. You're always going through your memories and looking at the experience that you've been through, and you taking the good and leaving the bad. An auto-correcting system, a self-correcting system, which we are. We're always growing. We're always being molded and shaped by our experiences, by our interactions. You know what I'm saying? So imperfection is perfection. The fact that we make mistakes makes us perfect because we can grow, we can change. We're interchangeable. Right? If you were brought here on this earth and you never made a mistake, it wouldn't be no point for you to even be here. You know how boring life would be if you were just here and you knew everything, you were all perfect. Right? This is a classroom. You got to learn yourself. You're growing. You're spiritually tuning yourself. You're a spiritual being having a human experience. But through this human experience, you're fine-tuning your soul, your spirit. You're gaining that information and that knowledge to become enlightened. I'm a hands-on person, so I'll always learn better from experiencing something, going through the emotion and the feelings, and whatever comes with that experience. That's how I learn and grow. You know, some people like to read books. Me personally, I feel like books don't really help me as much as life. You know, nothing wrong with books. You can learn a lot from books. But understand, all a book is just somebody's thoughts that they organized and they published into a book. They put it on paper, right? So when you read a book, you're reading somebody's thoughts and ideas. That's no different than you having a conversation with somebody or you experiencing life yourself, right? A book is just somebody else's thoughts and they put them on paper. They just manifested their thoughts and solidified it into a physical thing that you can see and you can interpret, right? But there's information everywhere. You know, I sit still and I observe and I watch and I pay attention to life, right? And you can get information just by sitting still. Being still and doing nothing is two different things. You go into a quiet room and you just sit there and just let your thoughts run. Have you ever sat in a quiet room and your ears start ringing, like staticking? Because now it's quiet. Now you can actually hear. That's why that's happening. That's information being downloaded. But you were so distracted with all these other things that you didn't have time to receive that information. You can sit still and receive information. Right? We are biological computers, so there's all types of radio waves and frequencies in the air that we can pick up. You know, that the universe, that the earth sends out to us, that we can pick up and receive to make us better. Eating nature foods, fruits and vegetables, drinking water, all these things you can gain information from. Information is everywhere. It's embedded in every single thing that you do in life. Right? That's how the Most High designed this realm. Everything has codes, light codes. But you gotta sit back and you gotta receive those light codes. They're everywhere. Your experience itself has many light codes in it. This is why it's good when you meditate. You know, if you watch my videos on meditation, when you meditate, you sit back and you go through your memories all the way back to your childhood and you experience life again through those times to pick up those light codes, right? To understand certain things, to put the pieces together. This is how you find yourself. This is going to make your aura bright. This is going to help you come into enlightenment with yourself, right? Tap into yourself, man. That's why I always say that, because all the information you need is inside of you. It is. You know, life is the best teacher. Life experiences is going to teach you. It's going to bring you to wisdom and enlightenment. It's that simple. You got to pay attention though. Stop thinking that everything is just happening to you for no reason. Everything happens to you for a reason. Everything has a purpose. Everything has a light code attached to it. You got to tap into it. Right? And this is why I say you got to change the frequency of your mind Because if you're not on a certain vibration, you're not going to pick up those codes. And you're going to keep doing the same thing over and over again. And this is where people become a fool, because they don't learn from their mistakes. So you stay a fool. You never become wise. You know, a fool thinks they know everything already. So that put yourself in a box. You put a ceiling on yourself where you can't learn anything more. You're just stuck. You're stagnant. You know, me, I've always been an open-minded person. I've always been a free spirit. So I don't judge people, you know, based off of anything. I go off of your spirit and what type of energy you give off. You know, and that allows me to always be a student and always receive information and learn and grow, because I don't put a ceiling on myself, or I don't put myself in a box where I gotta follow this. You know, I go off of my spirit. How do I feel? I like to stay on a high vibration. So I follow things that's gonna keep me on that wavelength. And I pray to the Most High. I always ask the Most High for guidance. You know, ask and you shall receive. Always ask for help. Always ask for guidance. What is my purpose? How can I become wise? How can I become enlightenment? Ask these questions while you praying or you meditating. Ask those questions, and I guarantee you, you're going to see yourself put on a path that's going to lead you to those answers. You feel me? A lot of y'all stumble upon my videos, man, because y'all been asking questions, right? And I'm not trying to big myself up, but I'm just saying everybody has a message that you can receive that's going to help you out. So some of y'all came across my videos because y'all were asking for questions, and maybe something in my video was a light code to unlock certain information in you, to unlock your DNA for you to understand something and put you on a higher frequency, right? Same thing with me, man. I watch videos too, or I might come in contact with somebody or a song or a TV show. You know what I'm saying? Not TV show, but like a show on Netflix or something. I don't watch TV. But like, it might have a light code in it that'll give me information. You know? So information is everywhere, man. You know, you can look at a picture and get 1,000 things from a picture, right? 1,000 different messages and light codes as well. Information is everywhere. You gotta tap into it though, right? So go back inside yourself. Go through your memories sometimes. Sit back and just in a quiet space and be still. Go through your memories and relive old experiences and see what happened. What did you do? What did you do wrong? What did you do right? And take that and bring that into the present. Leave the bad behind though, right? Leave the bad behind.